And that's really the core problem here, is that if you want to survive as an SEO agency in 2024 and beyond, you have to sell results. You can't be doing this keyword ranking stuff and traffic and content. You have to sell results. In markets like this, in climates like this, that's only going to get more challenging and more expensive. You have got to be results driven. It's not just getting results, it's selling results. That means putting them at the forefront of your agency. You need to be talking about results and getting clients and getting leads, getting revenue, whatever it is that your target client wants. And that's what you need to be driving towards. That's your North Star metric. You need to make your clients money. If you make your clients money, you will make money as well. So the question becomes, what is the fastest way to make more money for your clients? Be very honest with yourself. Is it SEO? You have to really look yourself hard in the mirror and ask yourself this, because a lot of the times it's not. This is a sample SERP. We specialize in working with law firms, DUI, accident, injury, very competitive spaces. And when you search for a DUI attorney near me, which is probably going to be one of the most valuable keywords, what do you see? You see local service ads and you see ads and on top of the fold. So you have to really be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is SEO really the best way for me to make a DUI attorney more money, to get them more cases quickly? Now, for the right businesses, I put that in brackets because I'll get back to that in a second. SEO is great, but it takes time. And search ads allow you to cut the line. And that's really what this blended model is all about. It's not abandoning SEO. It's saying, look, for DUI law firms, for law firms in general, SEO is a great fit because people are going to Google and just telling Google exactly what they need. I need a lawyer, I need to talk to them now, and they will call and they will turn into a client. But the problem with SEO is that one, it's gotten pushed down the SERP, so you're not getting as much traffic, you're not getting as much opportunities, and two, it just takes time. And if we can incorporate ads into there, now we're cooking with gas a little bit more. So this is a graphic that we show to our prospects actually during the sales process. We'll talk more about that as well. The yellow line here is organic search. Now we already know that it takes time, but over time you get that hockey stick growth and it can grow for as much content and keywords as you can discover. Now paid, on the other hand, is going to pick up traffic and leads very quickly. And then over time it's going to taper off because there's only so many keywords that we can bid on. There's only so many keywords that we want to pay for with a paid campaign. But what you have here is this beautiful symbiotic relationship that has a crossover point right around month 8 through 10, depending on how competitive the SEO vertical is, where the SEO traffic is going to overtake the traffic and the leads from paid, but they're still going to grow together over time. Now, what's more beautiful about this is a full funnel approach. I actually also will call this a vertical integration to SEO and just search marketing in general. If we look at search marketing holistically, it's broken down by keywords. There are certain keywords that we know without a shadow of a doubt our clients need to rank for if they're going to make more money. Lawyer near me, hire DUI attorney, best DUI attorney, all those different sorts of keywords. Now, we are able to vertically integrate our strategies by defining that list of keywords in one matrix and then going to Google, typing in those keywords, seeing what's happening in the SERPs, and then assigning a tactic based on the fastest and best way to get visibility for that keyword. So sometimes it could be a local ad, sometimes it could be local maps pack, sometimes it could be content, sometimes it could be a pay-per-click ad. But what we're doing is we're saying these are the keywords that we know without a shadow of a doubt, if you rank for, you're gonna get more phone calls, you're gonna make more money, you make money, we make money. Now, if we just try and jam a square peg in a round hole and just force SEO on it, which we'll talk about more in a second, looking at more detail in the SERPs, it's just not going to work. But this allows us to take an actual full funnel approach to search. And I see this a lot with SEO. And there's this thought process that it's like, oh, at the top funnel, we build content. Middle funnel, we build resources. Bottom funnel, blah, blah, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that Google doesn't want to rank certain pieces of content for certain queries. And also the fact of the matter is that it's not linear. It's not just people like see a blog post and then they discover more. It doesn't really work like that. So when you would take a full funnel approach to search, that means being able to integrate ads into different parts of this, because frankly, as I showed you that SERP, sometimes at the action, the bottom of the funnel here, which are going to be the most valuable keywords, hire an attorney, attorney near me, Miami DUI attorney, etc., you might have to advertise to get visibility there. And those are the keywords that you really need visibility for, because those are the ones going to drive the most return on investment for your clients. And if you're just trying to jam them in the SERPs organically, one, you may never rank because it's too competitive. Two, you may never rank because Google's never going to show it. You have to use ads in order to get visibility for those keywords. So this allows you to take a full funnel approach to marketing. So let's go back and look at the SERPs, because there's levels to this. It's not just about doing pay-per-click ads. Google has all sorts of different products now. They've also just rolled out AI answers, which is a whole nother thing, a whole nother pocket that we're going to be dealing with inside of search now. So we take this keyword, right? And the first thing that we see are local service ads. These are tied to a Google business profile. You can see the picture, you can see the reviews, and they are ads. These are different than pay-per-click ads. These are pay per lead, these are pay per click. So these ones here are actually set up through a different platform. This is not run through the Google AdWords platform, it's run through Google local service ads. What's great about these is that they show up bang right on top of the SERPs. What's bad about them is that they're very hit or miss. We never know if they're gonna work or not. Pay-per-click ads are great because these we can show up for anywhere. So even if they don't have a verified business profile, which you need to show up here in these local markets, you can still show up down here, test new markets. If you're in Miami, you want to go into Boca, you don't need a verified profile to do that. Now that also is why these are so impactful, because there's much less advertisers in here than there is in here, which means the cost for these is a little bit lower and it's a premium placement. So the next thing that we see is the maps pack. And then underneath that, we start to see some organic listings. You notice that this is just here. This is not a website. We'll talk about that in a second. So the maps pack here, from all of our data, what we see here is that about 50% of our clients' leads comes from the maps pack. So this is what I was talking about. We're not ditching SEO in favor of ads. We're saying, we need to rank you here. This is actually the main goal with a lot of our clients because there's less competition here. It's just a better placement. Honestly, it's a protected placement. Users and Google love this placement here. So this is what drives the most results, but it takes time. And a law firm's not going to pay us 10 grand a month for 6 months for nothing. So we need to impact them quickly. Ultimately, we're optimizing this in the long goal. Think about that graphic again, right? Over time, ads quickly, and then they meet around 8 to 10 months. So then we get into the organic listings. Again, we see Super Lawyers, Yelp. This is the first actual true organic result. So this is like the crux of what I'm talking about here. A lot of you are out there just selling SEO, optimizing it for the normal way that you have since the last 10 years, and you're not going to get any results. You wonder why you're struggling. It's not about you and what you're doing. It's about the fact that if your clients aren't making more money, you're not going to make money. It's really the core of what an agency is. You exist to make people money. And if your service doesn't deliver on that because you're not focusing on what's actually happening in front of you, you're stubborn, you're stuck doing things the old school way, you're never going to get results. So you have to understand what's happening in your vertical. There's another reason why being vertical specific is so important, because if I'm working with e-commerce and then I'm working with lawyers and all these different types of businesses, I can't fully understand this and I can't build my offer and my service to really satisfy this. So, and also doing like e-commerce ads is completely different than doing lawyer pay-per-click ads. It's a whole different thing. But again, being honest with ourselves here, if we're just doing traditional SEO, this is the 4th listing. So 2 out of 6 listings here, and they're at the bottom, are actually true organic results that we've optimized before in the past. So again, if we're taking this blended search model, we're able to be honest with ourselves. We're able to look at the full SERP, and we're able to look at the keywords and say, okay, for this keyword that we need, maybe spending time building a ton of content and links to rank for this is a bad fit, probably wasting our time. So again, being honest with ourselves, seeing what's happening here, and then attacking the problem, which is generating leads head on by being honest with ourselves about what the best way to get leads and visibility for that keyword is. So we doubled our revenue since taking this model approach. This is the header of our website. Very clear, law firms need more clients. We use a blended search model in order to do that. Now, specifically within here, this is the subheading underneath a heading of our website. It's very direct, and it literally talks to them about this. Our whole pitch, our whole offer is about the fact that other agencies are not doing enough, and that's why you're not getting visibility. There's a big pain point with law firms that agencies just don't get results. And one of the reasons is because agencies are just doing the same thing as everyone else. If you're doing the same thing as everyone else, how can you expect to get results? You get in that situation where the only way to get results is to outspend the competitor. And most businesses aren't going to want to spend 10 times the amount just to do the same thing as everyone else. So we take this approach and we pitch this to them. They love it because we have an actual plan here. We're telling them that we're taking a full search approach. This is search engine marketing. We're looking at the entire search engine here. We're not just looking at organic. We're not just looking at paid. We're looking at everything. And we're making a decision on how to get them results on what's best for them. And we take their budget and we allocate it accordingly. So this also gives you multiple offers to leverage. When you're going through the sales process, we don't just jam blended search on everyone. We listen to them, we talk to them, we understand what their acquisition costs are, how many leads that they want, and then we're able to build them an actual plan that can pull multiple levers. Local service ads, pay-per-click ads, content, local SEO. We have all these different offers in our bag that are really all part of the same offer, if you will, and we'll offer them different price points. So for example, if somebody comes in, they're in the personal injury space, it's really expensive to advertise there. Really, really, really expensive. So that if they don't have a big budget, if they're not a big law firm, then we'll usually push them into doing something like local SEO and local service ads. Now, if we get a bigger law firm in here, we're able to say, you're in a purely lead volume game. You need to get 1,000 leads per month. This is the full thing of what we want to do. This is what your expected cost per lead is. So we're pulling these different levers and we're bringing people in with these different offers at a different price point and then also upselling them into the full picture. So when we get into it, our average client retainer is around $12,000 a month when we're doing all these different things. And that's because we're making them all that money back, but we're also able to pull these different levers. Sometimes we're bringing people in for $2,000 a month for paid search and then tacking on SEO in month 6 after they've gotten some results. So we have this natural ascension model that doesn't force us to do something like web design. That's a completely different service with designers and developers and right brain, left brain, the whole thing. Paid search is a natural add-on to what we're doing at SEO. It's easy upsell. It's also very easy to add to your agency because you can just go hire a contractor. The way that we started offering this very quickly was we hired a contractor. We basically pay him per account. We now brought him on full time. Once we got him to 10 accounts, we were like, it'll be easier if you just come on full time. Now he's our head of paid search and he's great. He crushes it. And we have this great relationship with our clients where we're able to drive all the results and again, pull all these different levers in order to get them there. So the way that we sell this is very simple. If you're interested in getting started here, we actually have this template for you. It's inside of the Blueprint training. What it does is it pulls data from an AdWords account to show them, the different keywords that they want. And then it just shows them what their expected cost per conversion is and the cost per client is. And we can change these numbers here to massage this number here. And this is why selling pay-per-click is so much easier than selling SEO because it's black and white. All I have to do is say, are you willing to pay this amount for a client? And if you are, sign the dotted line because we can drive this for you. We can pretty much guarantee that we'll beat this because we're always going to give them the worst case scenario numbers. So selling paid search is very easy. And when we start getting in, again, these different ideas of these different offers, it's a great tripwire because it's black and white. When we're talking about ROI, we can bring them in with this campaign. And then again, tacking on SEO is very easy to do. And we're still highly profitable on this. So if you're interested in learning how to offer pay-per-click for clients, it's inside of the Blueprint training now. We have an entire module here on how to offer pay-per-click for clients, how to do forecasting, how to put together a proposal, how to pitch it, how to sell it, how to deliver it. Everything is inside the Blueprint training on top of a full suite on how to deliver SEO as a service to clients. So if you're interested, you can get access to it for just $199. I'm going to teach you how to not only do SEO for clients at scale, but how to tack on paid search, easily tack on an additional $2,500 a month in revenue to all of your clients for just $199. So if you're interested, hit the link below. I'll see you up there. If not, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.